What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today, as you guys can see up on the screen, I wanted to talk a little bit about SoFi Technologies Incorporated once again. This is ticker symbol SOFI or SoFi. They have the ticker symbol the same as their business name. They keep it simple, they keep it easy. And we have to talk about this stock because things today have absolutely flipped for them. They have done a complete 180. We've talked about this a lot on this channel that some people were expecting, a hot start to the year for SoFi in 2022, and that has not been the case, at least until today. This thing had been kind of beat down. It had only had a couple green days. It had had mostly red days. It had had big red days. People were talking about how it's overpriced, overvalued, growth slowing, all this different stuff. They're a company that just burns money. This bank charter's never coming. It's getting delayed. You guys are overreacting to the bank charter, yada, yada, yada. But again, today, a 17.5. I mean, we're intraday right now, and every time my computer refreshes, the price just keeps going up. This thing is going absolutely insane today. We're at a 17.5% upward movement on the stock today, currently sitting at right around $16.10. And here, if you look at the year to date, we are finally green on the year in SoFi stock. SoFi stock is up now in 2022. I mean, this is just a couple days ago. We were down 23% year to date, and now we have made that all back up in 2 days. We are up 2.74% on the year for SoFi stock. So if you bought on January 3rd, congrats. You're now in the green. If you started out the year with SoFi stock, you're making money now. But if you bought the dip anywhere, if you bought at 14, if you bought at 13, if you bought at 12, you are up massively. I mean, again, just 2 days ago, January 18th, we were at $12. We are up 33% over the span of 2 days. So if this is a company you have believed in, if you, believed in the bank charter hype, if you expected good news was coming soon, if you just thought the stock was getting beat down unfairly, or that it should have been a little bit higher, that the market was underpricing it, or you were just ready to buy the dip, congratulations, you are up massively. And in this video today, we're going to be talking about what exactly is going on with SoFi, what everyone is saying about the company now, that a lot of people weren't saying 2-3 days ago, and talking about, in part, why this stock is up so massively. And then, again, you can just watch this number. It just keeps going up. We were at 1610. Now we're at 1617. I mean, this is crazy. And I know SoFi, investors, shareholders, whatever, are very, very excited about this. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that a ton. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Consider checking out the Patreon, first link in the description below. An easy way, an awesome way to help support my content and my channel. But with that being said, let's get right into this. First up, one of the big stories coming out today is that Anthony Noto, the CEO for SoFi, was on Mad Money. And whatever you think about Mad Money, or whatever you think about Jim Cramer, whether he's cringe, horrible, great, a con artist, I don't know. People say a bunch of different things about Jim Cramer. It's a very, very popular show. It definitely has some effect on the short-term and long-term sentiment and outcomes of companies, and it's a great way to expose a ton of viewers to a stock, to a company, to ideas, especially when big positive news like the bank charter coming out 2 days ago is now out there to be talked about. They can really push such a positive sentiment to their large viewership and audience base. Jim Cramer has influence on the markets, for better or for worse. So this is really, really cool. Anthony Noto on CNBC interview, this was with Mad Money, explaining how SoFi Bank can now challenge legacy banks. This, at least one Redditor is saying that our SoFi CEO is so charismatic as well. Obviously a very, very good thing. People love seeing an energetic, charismatic, good, front-facing person for their company, for their stock. So that's awesome. You guys should definitely go check this out. It's like an 8-minute interview, so we're not really going to watch it or anything in this video, but we will talk a little bit about the highlights. This is what somebody said, my key takeaways from Anthony Noto's Mad Money interview. So it's kind of a text version of the 8 minutes, so we can go over a little bit quicker. But I would definitely go, if you're interested in SoFi, if you already own it, watch that interview. If you're on the fence about owning it, watch that interview. If you're not interested in owning it and you hate SoFi or whatever, go watch that interview. Listen to the things they talk about. Listen to how Anthony Noto is talking about, the short-term and long-term future of SoFi, the things they have going on, their ideas. And again, that doesn't mean it's going to change your mind about the stock or anything like that, but at least listen to him, hear him out, and see what he has to say. So what they talk about is getting a bank charter is a very arduous process. I'm sure, a lot of people who have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this bank charter process or the bank charter announcement can definitely understand what SoFi must have been going through, because I know a lot of people were going through a lot of stress and anxiety just waiting for this announcement to happen. Bank charter is a huge milestone for the company and allows it to serve its members much better. That's great. I also think it has a lot of I know it has a lot of benefits in terms of getting closer and closer to profitability, which is going to be awesome for the company. The goal is to be a one-stop shop for all financial needs and decisions. The bank charter would allow it to be done in a more differential way. Definitely. The one-stop shop thing is a huge, huge thing. SoFi needs customers to come in and use a variety of their services, because customer acquisition costs are very, very high in the fintech space and in the fintech world. So if they can bring in a customer and get them to use 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different SoFi services, they're paying to acquire that one customer and getting, a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x return on them, which essentially lowers your, effective customer acquisition costs, which again can help them get towards profitability. Very, very big step. So becoming that one-stop shop, very, very critical, especially when you have so many competitors and stuff in the space. SoFi Money, instead of currently partnering with other banks, would become SoFi's own checking and savings accounts. It will be able to give higher than anyone's interest rate with no fees and provide overdraft protection. It will allow paying with your phone, cards, and your friends. We will just ask you to do direct deposit with us against the backdrop. So that sounds really cool. Sounds interesting. More good news. SoFi is a digital company without a lot of branches and built on modern technology with lower cost base. It has a lot more that could give back to the consumer. The bank license allows lowering the spending costs of funding by about 50%. Very, very important number there. SoFi's loan funding cost goes down to 1% with the bank license from its original 2 to 3. Again, cutting costs. SoFi will be able to offer high savings checking interest rates without minimal balance and restrictions on spending. 4 types of loans and mortgages will be able to be done in all 50 states instead of just 40 states. Great credit performance with their loans. Bank license would allow more attractive loan rates, which could improve SoFi's credit even more. They talk a little bit about how SoFi Stadium has allowed SoFi to become a trusted household bank name. Yeah, I think that's awesome. I think I'm glad that they're seeing a positive impact and hopefully a positive return on their big naming rights deal. Our goal is to become a top 5 financial institution in the country. Very, very lofty goal, but I love obviously shooting for the stars as an investor or shareholder or whatever. That's what you want to hear. Again, I currently don't own any stock in SoFi still at this point. I'm still, seeing how everything goes, following this company very, very closely, obviously. But I know for people who do own it already, you love to hear stuff like this, that they have high aspirations and high goals. Noto had an absolutely emotional moment to have the privilege to lead a company like SoFi and get a bank license, which is something he never dreamed of. SoFi is absolutely going after the 500 million accounts that are still tied to legacy and FDIC banks. That is a huge, huge point that we'll talk about a little bit more. SoFi wants to be a lifelong partner and member to their customers, and SoFi Invest provides the ability to buy 30 different cryptos. Now, I know some people have wondered about this as well, because we saw in the bank charter that part of the bank charter was conditional on, not getting involved with crypto and not offering crypto services and stuff like that. So I don't know if SoFi Invest is being, considered a completely different entity than the SoFi Bank, and they're able to get around it, or, is the crypto stuff and the banking stuff going to have any issues going forward in the future? I don't know, but that's at least a question some people are asking that I haven't really seen a direct answer for. So we do have a couple extra things people are talking about. Noto saying that he wants to give 1% interest on SoFi Money. We'll be able to give a higher interest rate than any other checking account, about 1% as long as they do direct deposit with us. We want to offer meaningfully more in interest than other banks. Really, really good. Again, they go on to say that, the current highest yield savings accounts I know of is Lending Club at 0.6%. So being able to get up to 1% as long as you do direct deposit, that could be very, very big. That could get them, a ton of new customers. That could bring in a lot of people into SoFi just for that reason alone. SoFi CEO Anthony Noto just killed it on Mad Money. We are going after the 500 million accounts that are tied to legacy banks. Again, taking on those massive, massive banks, these huge players in the space, and all of those accounts and all of those members numbers that they have a chance to steal market share from, to steal money from, to steal customers from, to steal, revenue and hopefully potential profit in the future. This is big. Now, this is a very, very tough task, very ambitious. There's going to be a lot of people who will not want to see SoFi succeed in doing something like this. But it does make a very, very exciting bull case. If everything goes right, if everything goes well, you could really see how this company and the stock could go to the stars. SoFi's launch of a bank could help drive 43 to 100% upside, says Morgan Stanley. This gives them a $20 base case and a $28 bull case. Again, right now we are currently sitting at $16.14, so you can understand how a $20 base case and a $28 bull case is very, very exciting. Also, we have CNBC saying that SoFi is a screaming buy. And then CNBC on SoFi Bank. SoFi is too valuable of an entity to be trading at these levels. It should be north of $20. Again, there's just so much positive sentiment in the market for SoFi right now. Again, I was talking a couple days ago about being greedy when others are fearful, how at $12, everyone's shitting on SoFi. Everyone has nothing but negative, horrible things to say. And that intrigued me. That made me think, hey, is SoFi actually this terrible? Are they actually this horrible? Are they actually this bad? And I was considering buying in. Now, all of a sudden, just 2 days later, the script has completely flipped. Everyone has nothing but good things to say about SoFi. They're undervalued. They're screaming buy. They're going to the moon. Here's their bull case. They're going to take down, traditional financial institutions, all this stuff. And then that's making me, wonder on the other side, like, hey, are we getting a little bit ahead of ourselves? Are things getting a little crazy? Should SoFi, have made up, what it has, the 20 or 30% it was down in the last 2 days? I don't know. It's just, more things to think about. Really, really interesting. But man, SoFi stock has flipped so fast. The market has really turned on this thing. Investors are loving it. The stock market's loving it. CNBC, Mad Money, Jim Cramer, all these people are loving it. Noto's doing some awesome, awesome interviews. The bank charter news. Everything is going right now for SoFi stock, and it is an exciting, exciting time. Much more fun than when it was going down like 5 to 10% every single day. I know this is something I talked about previously as well, that like, hey, SoFi was doing good even while the market was kind of getting beat down. So I was interested to see, hey, if the market has a turnaround, what is SoFi going to look like? And that's what we've seen today. Dow Jones is up 1.2%, S&P's up almost 1.4%, NASDAQ 1.8%, Russell 1.5%. So it's a good day in the market. The market's humming, and now you see that, yes, this can lead to a 17% plus day for SoFi because SoFi is already doing good. So when the market's also bringing it up a little bit, watch out. That's like the perfect storm for a company like SoFi. Now, obviously, we don't know what SoFi is going to do in the future. We don't know what the market's going to do in the future. But at least today, a lot of great stuff's going on. SoFi, just shooting higher and higher. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about SOFI. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.